There we go. Is it probably recording my Spotify? Probably, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. I can live with that. So, where do we begin with our recap here? So, had the Challenger lecture, met some interesting individuals there. Professor Smith spoke of supernatural phenomena he's encountered, and you all left. Had some unsettling dreams, and could have been nothing, could have been a coincidence. You don't know. So then day 2, Mr. Sheerluck visited the London Library, did some research on the up and coming automotive industry, and Mr. Whizberry and Dr. Perkuffulous visited the Oriental Club, where they spoke with Dr. Smith and what's his name? Mr. Weatherby, Jacob Weatherby, the owner of the home that hosts the Oriental Club, and spoke at length about his travels and his future aspirations. And Mr. Sheerluck also got their film developed for the pictures they took of Miss Bennett's amulet, as well as investigated the photo slides they got from Professor Smith. You wrote it off as double exposure and not something supernatural. So that day came to an end. We got to our third day here. Third day being Friday, January 5th. Dr. Perkuffulous checked out a tome of stellar constellations, and also looked for a telescope at the university. I do want to do a small retcon on there. You asked for a small telescope that could double as a spyglass. I figured you can have one of those. That's fine. That would be something that you would have. So if you want to add that to your inventory, you can totally add a small telescope. I don't have an issue with you having that.
Sorry, I was doing something. Telescope, good to go?
Yeah. That's yours. Yeah, have it.
Okay, cool.
Also, on our third day, Mr. Sheerluck and Mr. Whizberry met at the rally of unemployed workers and apparently communists out there rallying against the capitalist state. And there you saw a caravan of black vehicles. Possibly, I think I said they were
previous offenders of mine.
Yeah, they were your previous assailants that left you with a pretty bad limp, and you have to walk with a cane now. But yeah, you spotted them out and without fear just walked up to them, and they drove away. After that, you all met up at the Black Lion pub, had some drinks, had some camaraderie, before you heard the sounds of a fire truck whizzing by. To where? You don't know, but you were following it, and it went to Professor Smith's house, where it was burning down in a raging fire that turned out to seemingly be foul play, that somebody had burned his house down Authorities are investigating it as an arson. You all did your own investigation, found a broken bottle and the smell of kerosene, and the glass broke from the outside in. So yeah, it's very, very suspicious what had been going on. The next day, on Saturday, you began your investigations as to see what happened. You revisited the burnt remains at St. John's Woods. There you met Detective Rigby, who was not any help at all, as he deemed himself the head of this investigation and didn't want didn't want the public sticking their fingers into what at that time was an active crime scene. From there, you all stopped by the Oriental Club, paid Jacob Weatherby another visit, and asked him if he knew anything about Dr. Smith's whereabouts or the whereabouts of James Beddoes. He did not. He offered you access to his library, but none of that was very much help either. Finally, you went down to the university, and Dr. Perkuffulous had a key to Smith's office. You got in there, went through all his stuff, drank his scotch, and you found a strange diary from 1993. Here, I have the diary now. If you would like me to reread it, I can. My dear Smith, from the outset of the dread surrounding the blood-red fez was palpable. The cruel murder of the fez collector in Rothhilty, who owned the master text, the Whispering Fez, the terrible fate of my doomed student Pook, all suggested an artifact of considerable power and a cult of ruthless purpose bent to its exploitation. Yet, even knowing this, you should not upbraid yourself for the terrors that our quest to destroy the blood-red fez brought upon us all. Of course, I should never have willingly let your friends journey into such terrible danger, but all I had uppermost in my mind was that the awful device, the blood-red fez, had to be brought quickly to me so it could be destroyed. Had I known the fez could duplicate itself, or that the very cult which venerated it would be on the train alongside your stalwart allies, I should have of course considered otherwise. But by then my own son had been kidnapped by the so-called children of the blood-red fez and their foul leaders. The mad harem girl, Nisra, the daughter of Fate, and that monstrous fraud Menkaf, past ally of the evil Salim Makrayat. The powers of the Fez, the killer, the shadows, the killer shadows, the life and soul draining, the creation from its victims of hideous unaliving mockeries were nothing to the terror of the awfulness of its dread supernatural creator. The sacrifices we all made were dreadful, and my heart is broken. But for the chance to destroy the dread artifact, and in doing so thwart the coming forth into our world of that dread entity, even here I dare not name, we had no choice. Oh yeah, the day after Professor Smith's house burned down, you figured that would be front page news. It was not. It was the fact that some guy, apparently the guy that you saw at the Challenger lecture, died 3 times at the same time at a hotel, at the Chelsea Arms Hotel. And that person at least is related to the person in this letter you found at the university. So it seems could be a coincidence, but the more that name keeps popping up, you think it's not quite such a coincidence that all this is happening around Professor Smith. So that realization comes in. You finally have some kind of substantial evidence. You are leaving the university when a cab pulls up, asking for the four of you and saying he had a message to deliver. Hands you a note that says, "Come at once. I haven't long. For God's sake, let no one follow you. J. A. Smith." And then an address in Cheapside, a cheap part of London to the south of the university. And that's where we pick up now. So you're handed this this note. The cabbie sort of waits there expectantly. I think he thinks you are. He's also bringing you to this address.
Where are we at in comparison to this location?
You are just leaving the University of London. So you are up here.
Okay.
Has
Cool.
the fair been paid for?
As a matter of fact, it has. Yes.
All right, good man. I'm gonna hop in the cab.
All right. If you tell you what, if you're examining this note, give me a spot hidden roll.
Ooh, yes, please. Let me.
I'm gonna look around and make sure no one's following us while that happens, but I'll do that last.
Absolutely.
Where was my? There it is. Okay, I figured it out. Sorry, it's been a little bit.
A success. All right. Anybody examining the? Anybody else wish to examine this note? Because if you do, on a successful check, you will notice on the back there is the wax impression of a signet ring that you would know to be Professor Smith's calling card. That he has a signet ring. He seals all of his seals and marks any letters he writes or scribes with this as sort of a verification that it came from him.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Gladys and say, old men such as myself aren't much fond of walking, but if no one is to follow, that would include the cabbie driver, I do believe.
Yeah, but he's already been there.
You mind if
mean,
I
if you,
smoke in here?
I would be offended if you didn't.
I'm gonna pull out a cigarette and light up in the back seat of this cab.
Just don't burn the seats. Ash
No,
out the
no,
window.
yeah, for sure.
I like where your head's at, but I think he's already been there, so it's a bit of a moot point.
That is fair enough. I appreciate your insight.
What
And
else?
I will likewise join the back of the cab and yeah.
All right. So does everybody get into the cab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You all get in the cab and take off. Gladys, you want to check to see if you're being followed?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make me a spot hidden check. I will say, it is difficult to see. It's very foggy right now.
What did I get? What did I get? Fuck.
It's hard to tell. It is very very thick outside. It's not quite to the point where it's like dangerous to drive, but it might be getting there. But yeah,
Well, that'll make it harder for someone to follow us as well. So
that's true. That's true.
hopefully we're okay.
So he will travel south across the Thames River into the town of Cheapside, and he pulls up to this grimy, dilapidated building um, on an undistinguishable street. Pulls up, parks the car. All right, this is your stop.
Thanks, brother. I reach forward and pat him on the shoulder and pull myself out of the car.
Good day.
All right, you
How
you
much
all take
must
care
be
of
the
yourself.
fare?
Oh, the fare was already paid. Paid and then some.
Thank you.
Whoever called you guys was exceptionally wealthy.
I will likewise leave the cab.
And the cab will pull away, and you stand in front of just this grimy building in the middle of not a very wealthy neighborhood.
Is there a
Um,
clear front door?
Yeah, there's a front door. It looks like it's an apartment building, but there's no like locks or buzzers or anything. You could just walk right in. You know from the note he gave you, you are in room 2A.
Before I head in, I want to take one last look around, see if I can spot anyone through this fog.
Yeah, go ahead. Make me a spot hidden. An extreme success. You see, you look around, there are people out there. Like there are maybe some homeless people in the alley down the street. Every couple of minutes or so, a car will go, drive by, keep going. The lights will fade into the fog. You're not alone out here, but you don't see anybody watching you.
In that case, I will head up to the door and hold it open for the rest of the party.
Thank you. I go in first.
All right. You enter this apartment building. You go up to room 2A. And you can knock on the door if you'd like.
Knock, knock, knock. 3 heavy knocks.
Okay. There's a pause. And then you hear the sound of a deadbolt unlocking and the door cracks. And you see James Beddoes. He is, his face is dirty, covered in soot. His hands are bandaged. And he looks visibly shaken. And you weren't followed, yes?
We're all good. You've seen better days. Let us in.
Oh. Okay, come in quickly, hurry. And he'll let you all in, and the room is very dark. There are maybe a couple candles lit. But it's hard to see very far into this room. But you can tell there is like the outline of a person in the back. Hard to tell. They are sitting up in a bed, not moving very much. In the room, the windows are covered with like newspapers to block out the light, and the curtains have been drawn. It's a pretty small apartment. There's a kitchen to your right. Next to that is the cot where this figure is sitting up next to a table with what looks like some sort of bottles or vials. And really, that's really all you can make out in this room from the doorway.
Sounds like you are neither safe nor well here. Is there any way we might assist? I assume you called us for one reason or another.
Yes. We called you here because we were attacked. And I don't know the details of why or how, but apparently they were interested in my master's works. He's very hurt, but he insisted that we call you to help him sort this out, to stop these ne'er-do-wells. But perhaps he'll be able to speak to this himself. But be warned, he's not the same.
Should have called a physician.
No, because no hospitals. We don't want these assailants to return. If we were to check into a hospital under our names, or even just as burn victims, surely they would come back and finish the job.
Whizberry, you have training in this, right?
I do. I have some basic first aid. Can I take a look?
Yeah, by all means. You enter this room, and as your eyes adjust to the darkness, and you go to take a look at Professor Smith, you see that all of his hair has been scorched off. His face is blistered. His eyes are nearly swollen shut. His lips are gnarled and peeled back and cracked. It is a horrific sight.
None of that is good. Right away, I can tell you.
None of that is good. It is so bad, in fact, that it will trigger a sanity check.
Oh. For all of us?
For everyone that sees him. I know Mr. Whizberry has a thing, being a veteran of the war. I will say it's been nearly a decade since you've been in the war, so maybe some of your immunity has weared off, but you won't be as affected as everyone else.
Okay. How do I roll do I just click my sanity button?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I failed.
All
as
right,
well.
we got 3 failures, 1 success. If you succeed, you take no sanity loss. If you failed, you take 1d3. Not too bad. There's not really a D3 on here. You can roll a D6 and
Divide
cut
by
it. Cut
two.
it. Yeah, divided by 2. Round up.
You
So
can
will
also
that?
type in to roll custom amounts. If you go /roll 1d3, it'll
Maybe.
roll a
Yeah.
d3 for you. So I rolled
So
a 3.
so we would take that off of our sanity,
Yes.
off the total, or off of what we have currently available.
Off of what you have currently available.
Okay.
Yeah, not like the max amount you can get to. It's not a permanent loss, but it is a loss in what you have right now.
Oops, I rolled again. How do I actually change it on my sheet?
Do the edit mode slide.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right.
All right. Let me just mark down how many each of you lost. Gilligan lost 3. Gladys lost 1. And Dr. Perkuffulous.
I couldn't figure out how to do the D3.
That's fine. So 2. Fantastic. And you see this the burned body of Professor Smith. He probably has 2nd and 3rd degree burns over every inch of his body. You said you wanted to do a first aid check?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and make a first aid check.
Let's see. Let's see. No, failed that as well.
Oh. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. That's a fumble.
Well, shit.
Oh wait, no. 96 would have been a fumble. Okay, yeah, you're good.
Well, it's like it looks like you weren't doing it right, but I don't know what I'm doing either.
I will say that you look around and it looks on the table. You can see that the bottles.
Got some morphine over there.
Yeah. There's some morphine and some other drugs, and there's even
Laudanum.
like an IV giving him fluids. Just from a cursory glance, you can see that considering the state that he's in, he has been getting the proper aid. Yeah, it seems like Mr. Beddoes has been doing what he can to take care of him.
Yeah, sorry, Professor. There's nothing more I can do for you if you're not going to a hospital.
That's fine. I don't have long before I lose my voice. But there are things that I need you to know. I have been on the trail of an evil occult artifact. It is the Sedefkar simulacrum. It is a statue and a source of great power. It was taken apart at the end of the 18th century and scattered across Europe. I planned to take the Orient Express to gather the pieces and destroy them. My lecture was intended to attract those that might help, but my enemies found me soon after. Last night, myself and Beddoes were attacked by Turkish madmen. I believe they also seek the simulacrum, but for foul purposes. They tried to kill us. But James saved us both. My notes about this artifact were destroyed. But I will tell you what I remember of them. You must not allow them to recover the statue. Please. This is what I know of my research. In Paris, that is where the statue was dismembered. The owner was a noble, Comte Fenelique, who lost it just prior to the French Revolution. Some part of it may still be in France. Napoleon soldiers carried a piece into Venice when they invaded the city, and another fragment made its way to Trieste at the same time. I know not what became of it, but I was going to look up Johann Winkelmann at the museum there. There may be a piece in the kingdom of Serbs, Coats, and Slovenes. Start at the National Museum of Belgrade. Dr. Milovan Todorovic is the curator. One part was lost near Sofia during the Bulgarian War of 1875. At that time, things of value were hidden from the invaders, so it may be buried somewhere. The final piece was in circulation in Paris just after the Great War, but it was sold to someone in Milan. I know not who. Please, collect the pieces and destroy them. The only way to make sure you can do that is to take it back to its original home in Constantinople at a place called the Shunned Mosque. A ritual will destroy it utterly. It is included in a set of documents known as the Sedefkar Scrolls, but I have been unable to consult them. And his voice is rapidly fading at this point. He says, go, quickly. God help you. And during this, you see Beddoes is frantically writing as Professor Smith is giving this detailed account, and once he finishes writing, he rips off the page and he hands it to you. If this is more useful for you, what he wrote is also in Beddoes' notes.
Thank you so much, because my notes are a bunch of
I
nonsense.
think I got all but one of the locations.
You know what? The Sedefkar, I was not that far off with the way I spelled it. I kind of just took a fucking guess.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Maybe.
I don't know if that's how you say it, but I'm just like sounding it out over here.
I
Yeah,
should have
I'm
had
pretty
my
close too.
notes app
Yeah.
open, but I didn't, so it all went in the Roll20 chat.
Set up.
Yeah, Professor Beddoes' voice fades away with the final "God help you," and after Beddoes hands you his note, he grabs a pitcher of water, fills it up, and fills a glass and carefully hands it to Professor Smith as he takes a sip and then falls back onto his pillow. You see Beddoes, his eyes are downcast, and after he hands Professor Smith this glass of water, he turns around to a cupboard in the kitchen and opens it up and extracts a duffel bag. And he will walk over to you, Mr. Whizberry, and hand you this duffel bag. And if you open it up, you will see that inside are 200 new Bank of New England £5 notes, 1,000 pounds sterling. This should be more than enough for your journey. And God help you.
How many pounds of sterling?
1,000 pounds sterling.
Is that like, is pounds like that? Is that, you're not giving me a 1,000 pound bag? So this, like, what
No,
is
no,
a
no, no, no,
pound
no.
sterling?
I
Is this
believe that
like
is
a
the
money?
currency. Yeah,
Pound?
it's money. It's money. It's 200 brand new $5 notes from the Bank of England.
Okay.
Mr. James, if you don't mind me asking, is there also bodies working inside of the police that you suspect as well?
I don't know. I don't think so. They all seem to be men of Turkish descent. I didn't see any Englishmen among them, according to what the professor has told me. It's I don't know, but I don't think so.
Do you think these men have any relation to the children of the blood red fez?
He kind of gives you a look. What are the children of the blood red fez?
Oh,
I
Best as I
I'm
have been able to
adopted.
presume is some sort of death cult.
Or
well,
worshippers of some object.
well, that certainly sounds like them. I don't know if they are the same group or perhaps rival groups fighting over this occult artifact. I know not. Uh, all I know is that our home was besieged by these Turkish-speaking assailants. The first tried to stab me when I answered the door, but I managed to push him away, and locked us inside. And after I locked us inside, that's when they threw bottles through the windows and burned the house down.
You truly are a strong man. I applaud your bravery.
Thank you, but you all are going to have to be the brave ones. We are in hiding now, and now that you have the information, and you have been well funded. By the way, Professor Smith is... He cares not how you spend the money, so long as you accomplish this goal and destroy this artifact. No accounting is required.
This sounds quite pertinent. I do suppose we must be on our way shortly.
Yeah, you
But-
say that, and I will carry over that 2 that you rolled earlier, Mr. Sheerluck. I know it was a spot
Okay.
hidden, but there's a lull in the conversation, and you hear a car door shut, and then another, and then another, and then another. Right outside. Do you do anything?
I'm going to whip my head around to the rest of the group and whisper in a somewhat low but hopefully understandable voice. I do not believe that hiding may have been enough.
And after a few moments, there is a loud pounding on the door.
I'd like to pull from my pocket a knife. It's my bayonet.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I'd like to attempt to hide it behind my back. And I'm going to approach the door.
You hear from the other side, "Come on out, cameraman. We just want to attend one of your commie meetings. Thought we'd teach."
Does this door, I'm picturing like it has a little chain on it, like I could. Is that the case?
Yeah,
Or is
yeah,
it like-
we can say that the little chain is there.
Okay, so I'm gonna undo the deadbolt, leaving the chain, and just pop it open, knife behind my back. I think you've got the wrong place.
No, I think we've got the right place. You see 4 individuals in pretty spiffy looking suits, suspenders. One is brandishing a revolver. 2 more brandishing a like billy clubs, and the one at the door is brandishing a crowbar. No, I think we're at the right place. I remember you. You
I
were
don't
at...
remember you.
I saw you approaching our vehicles. You were at the rally.
A lot of people were at the rally. What are you doing banging on my door?
This is your door.
It's my door now if I'm on this side of it.
Well, how about you let us in? Or we can let ourselves in.
I'd like to see you try.
All right, he's going to like back up and try and kick this door.
Sure.
Sure.
I mean,
All right.
I don't.
There's
I can't make him not kick, right?
you can like shut the door and try and deadbolt it again, or
Yeah, I'll shut the door and attempt to lock it. But I mean, either way, he's kicking the door.
yeah, he's kicking the door. And
Can I take a step back?
yeah,
And
yeah, totally.
I'd like to. I don't know how much I can do in a single action here. I have my handgun on me. I'd like to
Yeah.
draw my handgun, and I think I can take I can choose to aim it, right? If I'm careful with it.
Yeah. How it'll work, because it seems pretty obvious we're gonna get into combat pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a readied firearm prior to like actually getting into initiative, that is a for the first round, assuming you're using that gun, you get a +50 to your initiative.
Oh, cool. Then I want to take a step back and ready my handgun, and when he kicks this door down, I'm gonna shoot him in his fucking face.
fantastic. I love that. It takes a couple kicks. James Beddoes
Oh.
is like freaking out. Oh, you were followed. You were followed. Oh no! And he's like running over to the window and like peeking through it. Professor Smith in his burned state like rolls off the cot onto the floor and starts crawling underneath the cot. Does anybody else want to do something as the door is actively getting kicked and it's starting to pry its way out
Do they
of
have
the
a
door jamb?
fireplace at all?
Not in here. There's not a fireplace. There's not a whole lot in this room. There's a small makeshift kitchen and like some medical supplies. What are you looking for?
I was looking for like the fire poker.
I don't think there's a fire poker in here. But do you
Yeah.
want to like try and arm yourself with a weapon?
And sure.
Make me a luck check. Yeah, you can definitely. You go into the kitchen and pull out a nice, like a big cooking knife, like a really decent sized knife to defend yourself against these assailants.
I grab from the kitchen if there is like a pot or a pan or something that's made of that's like a cast iron, anything.
Yeah, totally. There's a cast iron pan.
Okay. I'm gonna hold it in front of me right here.
Yeah.
And I might hit somebody with it if they come up to me, but I'm just for now gonna hold it right in front of all the important parts. I mean, really the most important part is here, but I mean my brain, not my face.
Right.
There's
right.
a lot of important parts, though.
Yeah. I can only
I'm
cover
going
something.
to extremely shakily pull out my absolutely unused handgun.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Your revolver. So you're also readying a firearm.
Yes.
So I want to stand like in the kitchen around the door, like around the corner.
Okay. So you're to the right of the door. About how close to the door do you want to be?
I don't mind being like right up next to it, just like on the other side kind of thing. Like if they come in through the front door, I don't know how the layout is, but I imagine there's a separate way or some other way into whatever this kitchen space is.
It's basically like
Or is it all open?
it's really open concept. Like it's
Okay.
it's like one small little like one room apartment.
Yeah, I don't want to stand in the line of the two handguns.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
And I fire just straight into the door.
You certainly can't. I will say,
I feel like that's what he would do in this moment.
yeah.
Whether it's
you're
effective or not, beyond me.
yeah.
But that's
You're
what he would do in this moment.
you have this gun. You're shaking. You pull it out, and right when you get it up and get it readied, they kick through the door. The chain pops off, and we are in initiative. And I believe, Mr. Whizberry, you are acting first here. With a plus 50, your initiative is
Oops.
125.
I didn't mean to click that. Oh well.
Okay. As the door bursts open, I want to. I'm not sure how many times I'm allowed to fire with my handgun, but I want to just shoot this dude who's kicked the door open.
Okay, let me pull up your sheet real quick.
What does it mean by impale on the firearm? Is that just damage?
If you get an extreme success, you do impale damage with
Okay.
with impaling weapons.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you have, I assume, a full clip in your 45 automatic. You got 7
Yeah.
bullets in there.
Mhm.
You can fire once with no penalty, or you can fire 3 times and take a penalty die for each of your shots.
Fuck it, let's fire 3
Right.
times.
All right. Yeah. You can also you will benefit from, if you like want to close and get like right up in their face, you can get a point
Mhm.
blank. You can fire at point blank range, and that is a bonus die that will cancel it out.
Okay.
But then
Um,
they will be in position to like grab your gun on their turn.
Sure. And then because I took a turn to aim before they kick the door down, I get a bonus to my aim, right?
I'll allow that. Yeah.
So then with my handgun, what's the bonus to aim?
It is just another bonus die, so that's 2 bonus. Are you stepping up the fire in point blank, or are you standing back?
I don't want to get closer right now because I've got the handgun, they've got
Okay.
clubs.
Okay.
I'm just gonna unload my clip.
So you took the penalty for firing 3 shots, and you got the
Yeah.
bonus for readying it. So I will say they cancel out and just roll 3 straight firearm shots.
Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. Okay, a hard success and a success, but 1 failure. Can I push the failure?
You cannot push, but you can spend luck on combat rolls.
Okay, I'd like to spend 5 luck to move that to a 60 so that it's a success.
Yeah, totally.
Then that's 3 successes on shooting this guy as he kicks the door down.
3 successes. All right, give me some damage rolls.
Well, this just, I don't know if this will, I'll just type it out.
Yeah, they should be 1d10 plus 2.
So that is first one 9, 10, 11. Second one 5, 6, 11, 7, and 9.
Okay. Let's see here.
So what is that? 18 plus 9, 28?
Dead as fuck.
All right. So the first shot was 11.
Mm-hmm.
You blast into this first thug, the one with the crowbar that was right in front.
Mm-hmm.
It does not kill him, but it does like knock him down, and you blow a hole right through the center of his chest.
But yeah.
Let me make him a con roll, because he takes a major wound. He fails his con save and goes unconscious. The second shot, are you firing at this guy you just hit on the ground? You're probably just firing straight through at everyone else, right?
Yeah, he's a soldier. He knows what he's doing. If that guy's on the ground unconscious, he's gonna focus on the actual
Yeah.
actual
For all
threats.
you know, you blew him away with that first shot.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What was the other damage?
The next one is second shot is a 7.
A 7.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You hit the guy behind him with here. I'm gonna roll a die to see which one you hit. Okay, you hit one of the guys with a like a billy club for 7. That is another major wound for him. You it rips through his shoulder, and his arm's like hanging on by a thread.
And the last shot was a 9. Oh, that's a fumble. What happens to him?
He fumbles his con save. I don't think that's gonna kill him outright, but he is definitely on the way there. He is bleeding out very bad. You must have gotten an artery or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, he
Fuck
goes
yeah.
down and just leaking blood. And the third one that hit, how much was
The-
that?
Third one was a 9.
A 9. That is another.
Does the hard success change that at all?
It
Oh
does
yeah,
not.
that one was a hard 6. Okay.
An extreme success does max damage plus the impale,
hmm
but a hard is the same as a regular for these. All right, and this hits the guy with the gun.
Mhm.
There was a guy with a pistol in the back. You hit him for 9 damage. Let's roll one more con save. An extreme success. Oh,
Okay.
I probably should have gave him a chance to dodge too, but you know, they did not expect just to get blown away here. But yeah, you hit one, you hit another. 2 of them are out on the ground, bleeding out profusely. This guy you hit in the shoulder, but it's actually this guy was hit in the chest, but he is still like standing, and he raises his gun up to you. But that is your turn. Next in initiative is Mr. Sheerluck.
Okay. I already clicked it earlier. So I'll probably just roll with that. And that was just a failure.
Okay, you're just rolling. You're just using your one shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a little bit shook right now from his previous experiences with these guys.
That's totally fine. That totally works. You fire off your shot, and they're the 2 that are standing are starting to step over the bodies of their fallen comrades. The guy with the gun raises it up, points it at Mr. Whizberry, when all of a sudden the back window shatters in this room. And when it shatters, the drapes, the blackout curtains that were in it, ignite in flames and start spreading across the room. And the temperature in the room just like raised 30 degrees like instantly.
Shit.
Yeah,
We gotta get fucking out of here.
Yeah, the room is on fire, and you hear the crackling and like roar of the fire, the and then it gets louder and deeper and more guttural, like as the flaming curtains part, and you see these they're like insectoid like fingers attached to these long tentacle like pseudopods, and you see this ball of it's like fire, it's like living plasma made flesh, or flesh made fire. It is about the size of like a yoga ball, but it is floating in the air with these tentacles sprouting out beneath it, and it parts the curtains and enters the room. I will give you a picture of what this thing looks like.
To put my glasses back on.
Jesus
What the
Christ,
fuck?
what the
Holy
fuck
I
is
thought the
shit.
Turkish
that?
people were attacking us again or something. What the hell?
Jesus Christ.
That's not okay.
I
That
don't
is
like that.
terrifying.
Yeah, you
I don't
see
like
it has these 2 like tentacle like arms with these insectoid fingers on the ends of them, and it has this long proboscis like emerging from underneath it. It's got this skirt of small tentacles. It moves like flesh, but also it's fluid, and it's roiling and
I want to throw my knife at that.
it enters the room, and the first thing it sees is Mr. Beddoes, and it attempts to wrap its tentacles around James Beddoes.
What the fuck? What is that?
So we are going to make an attack for this.
Holy shit.
Got a 30. Mr. Beddoes is going to try and dodge this.
Oh, Beddoes.
Okay, this is not. Give me a second. Do you see what he rolled for his dodge?
He failed with a 53 over 35.
Okay. This creature, whatever it is, this monster, is able to wrap its arms around James Beddoes, and the second it touches him, his clothes burst into flames, and he yells out, "Ah!" as he is engulfed in flames as this thing has him like starts encircling him, and it like starts to lurch back to ingest him. It looks like. So it
Fuck
does
that.
7 fire damage to Mr. Beddoes. He is still alive. But he is on fire and burning to death at this point. So now, it is it is Beddoes' turn now. Oh wait, first, everybody make a sanity check. This is horrible. This is awful. What are we doing here?
This is terrifying.
I choose to not look.
What if you close
you're
one
not gonna
eye?
look?
Yeah. What if I
Yo,
close both eyes?
Look at these successes.
Damn.
We are
We
unfazed by
did
this.
really well on this one, guys.
Fuck that thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I just choose to not look.
Horrors beyond our comprehension?
go-
Okay. Simply won't comprehend it.
All right. You all pass. You take no sanity damage. Let me roll for our thugs. At least the 2 that are standing. That is a failure, and that is a failure. They are going to take 5 sanity damage and 3 sanity damage. So I'm going to say the one that took 5 is the one that had not been shot. The second one with the billy club. He takes 5 sanity damage. He makes an intelligence saving throw. He succeeds his intelligence, which is bad because he understands the horror of what he's seeing, and he has a bout of madness. And it's not his turn yet, but you see just the look of horror just drape over his face, and he drops his weapon, and it looks like he's getting ready to run away. So now we have James Beddoes. What is he going to do? It is his turn. He is going to try and escape the grasp of this thing. We're going to do a dexterity check to see if he can't slip out of its tendrils. He fails. He can't get away. He is wrapped up in this thing, burning alive. There's nothing he can do. Now this brings us to Gladys. What do you do? There's a
would like
fire
to
monster in here.
quickly but calmly evacuate from this burning building. So I'm just going to walk right out the door.
You know, that's reasonable.
I don't think there's anything I can do for this man. I feel very badly. But I mean, stop, drop, and roll, buddy. I don't know.
You know,
We're on fire.
that's wise. You want to escape?
Yeah. No, evacuate.
Evacuate. Okay. Okay.
Because there's nothing for me to go insane about here.
This is a burning building and nothing else.
That's exactly it. It's just we've been attacked by the Turkish people again. They've thrown in some more Molotov cocktails, and we need to evacuate right away.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk.
Yeah, you calmly walk, and I think that's gonna let you get past the guy with the gun, because he was pointing it at Mr. Whizberry, but now he's starting to point it at this thing, and I think you're able to sidestep him and just
and scoot
step over the bodies in the doorway. And yeah, you can get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, I'm out. Is there an action I need to take to go or can that just be
yeah, that is totally an action you can take. An action you can take is to flee from the combat, and that is totally reasonable.
Cool. I apologize. I'm laying down because I was gonna throw up. So I'm not now, hopefully, because I'm laying down. So, but yes, that is what I will do. And I will recommend everybody else do the same.
Okay, so that brings us to Dr. Perkuffulous. You have a knife in your hand. You're against the doorway. These assailants have broken in, and now a fire monster has broken through. And I will say, that dream you had after the Challenger lecture of these balls of fire descending from the sky at the University of Bologna, they're remarkably similar to the things you saw in your dream.
Gross. I want to throw my knife at it.
You want to throw your knife at it?
First thing, yeah.
Give me a throw roll.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Success. You throw this knife.
I want to help Beddoes.
It goes right through it. It does not look like it was affected in
Oh
any way.
no. Well, the next step was getting the fuck out of here anyway. So I want to go for the door, but I will go much less calmly. I am large anyway. Uh, and I kind of want to basically charge through the guy that's there, in an attempt to take him with me.
The guy with the gun.
Yes, I do. I'm like, let's get out of here.
Okay, give me give me a strength roll,
Okay.
and I will roll an opposed.
I got you.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. I don't
That's a
think
pretty
there's.
good roll,
Yeah,
from what I understand.
they
I'm
would
not an
have to
expert,
also roll a
but
1, and they don't. Yeah, you like tackle this guy out of the room into the hallway.
We're getting out. Let's go.
What the fuck are you doing? He's
He's the only one left standing. If the other one's gonna run, we need somebody for intel.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, you tackle him out of the hallway, and I will say that is, you throw the knife, tackle this guy into the hallway. You're the four of you are in a pile of these. Now that you're like on the floor with these bodies, you see that these two guys, they're still breathing, albeit they are bleeding quite profusely. And I guess now there's been a lot of noise. The building's on fire. You see the other rooms. This is an apartment building. People are like opening their doors and like looking around.
I didn't realize others lived here. Shit.
Yeah. All right. Now it is the thugs' turns. Shit, how did they react? Well, the guy with the billy club runs away. He just like gets the fuck out of there, splits out of the building. The guy with the gun, how does he respond? Fuck. He'll put the gun away. He'll push you off of him, Dr. Perkuffulous, and he is going to drag one of his men. The man with the hole in his chest. He is very badly hurt, but he's not bleeding as bad as the guy that got his arm blown off. He can only pick one of them, so he picks him. He starts dragging his buddy out of the building with him as the flames spread across the wall. And that will, I believe that's everybody. That brings us back to the top of initiative. Everyone loses their plus 50s for their ready firearms. And now it is this fire monster's turn once again. And it has wrapped up James Beddoes, who's screaming on fire. And it tilts back and plunges its proboscis into his chest. The flames flare up even more as it makes another attack.
I don't see none of that.
Oh yeah, you left. There we go. Alright, it is a regular success. Only 2 damage? Okay. How about we are going to dodge. James Beddoes fails. He takes 2 more damage. Still burning alive. I'll say on this time the flames are spreading across the room. He'll take an additional d6 just because he's actively on fire. Another 3 damage. He is still screaming, still alive. It is a horrific sight. But somehow this guy is still alive. Mr. Whizberry, you have you fired 3 shots with your firearm in one hand. You have a bag full of money in the other. What do you do?
Immediately out into the hallway, looking both directions. I'm seeing like Mr. Perkuffulous, Dr. Perkuffulous is like on the ground. Did I see where Mr. Sheerluck went?
I am still in my same location from where I
Yeah,
fired the
Mr.
first shot.
Sheerluck's still in the room.
Yeah, and then the professor is under the bed right now.
Right, yes.
I think he's fucked. He's fucked. There's nothing I can do about him. I want to look up the hallway where the goon is dragging away his friend.
Yeah, you see him, trail of smeared blood.
Yeah, I want to shoot his ass.
Don't let him get away.
All right.
Can I get into melee range?
Yes, but I'm going to say to get there that's going to be another penalty die to expend all of your movement and still be able to fire. But yeah,
Well,
I
want to stab him. I want to stab him with a knife.
Okay. So we're putting away the gun, getting the Bowie knife.
Yeah.
I'll say you can stab him. Tell you what, give me when you enter the hallway. Matter of fact, anybody who's in the hallway, give me a spot hidden roll. So this is Mr. Perkuffulous, Gladys, or Gilligan. So Mr. Perkuffulous, you are on the ground after tackling this guy next to one of the thugs that is bleeding out heavily. His arm is like hanging on by a thread, and you look up and you see mounted on the wall a fire extinguisher.
Can I call it out, or do I have to wait?
You can call that out.
Okay, cool. I wanna yell it out. I don't know who would be able to take advantage of that though.
And you don't have to take advantage. Like, you can get the fuck out of this building and let it burn down.
I miss
That
it
is what
because
I'll
I
say.
am simply not looking because I am getting the fuck out.
You're
Alright.
evacuating.
I've already written this place off.
Mr. Whizberry, you did
Yeah,
not see that, and you were set on stabbing this guy.
Yeah, Mr. Whizberry did not stop. He puts his gun back in its holster and draws his long knife, medium knife, stat-wise, but I'm picturing it as a little long. He steps out into the hallway, looks both ways, and sees this guy dragging his friend away. Bag in the other hand, and just fucking books it down there and is gonna attempt to shank this guy with his weapon.
Alright, give me a do you have a knife skill? If not, just give me a regular fighting brawl.
Yeah, it says on my sheet here it's brawl.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. I'd like to use some more luck.
More luck?
Yeah, if that's
Alright.
okay.
To make
What is
that a
that?
regular success?
Yeah, 3 points.
Yeah, go ahead and use
Oops.
3 points of luck to make that a success. I think our thug here is going to fight back. So he is going to try and block your knife and like pistol whip you with his gun. So we will do another fighting brawl. That is a hard success.
Damn.
So if you would have tied on the fight back, you would have stabbed him.
Mm-hmm.
But he is able to block your knife and bash you like right above the nose with the butt of his gun.
Mm-hmm.
You're both the same size, so there's no damage bonus, I don't believe. So that'll just be a D4. You take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Damn. Should have just shot his ass.
All right. So this brings us to yeah, Professor Smith. There's nothing he could do. He's pretty fucked. James Beddoes. He is struggling. I think he is kind of accepted his fate. He's going to try and strike this thing, and he throws a punch. His arm goes right through it, and flames engulf his arm. Anybody that can see it is watching this, and the flesh just melts off of his arms, and he goes limp. As this creature like lurks over him, and once he's dead, the proboscis retracts from it, and it turns toward the doorway. Gladys has safely evacuated the building. Mr. Perkuffulous, it's your turn. What do? You're on the floor next to a bleeding body. Well, what do you do?
I probably can't catch up to the other thug and Mr. Whizberry, can I?
To stab him?
Is
Is that what you're trying to do?
Just to stop him, to catch him, whatever I got to do.
You can certainly attempt to. You do have to get off the floor to get over there. So what I'll say is, give me a dex roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say if you.
Yeah.
Okay, you're able to get up and you can make your way down the hallway, but you won't be able to get within like melee range.
Okay. I'm gonna keep hobbling down and getting distancing myself from the chaos, but also if there are bystanders, be like, there's a fire extinguisher. Somebody get on that shit. I'm going this way.
Okay, you are fleeing. You are escaping.
Well, after the thug and Whizberry, but yes.
Okay. So that brings us to the thug. Oh boy. He did not take very kindly to being stabbed. So he smashes you with the butt of his gun, and then he turns it toward you, and he's going to fire this gun at point blank range.
Okay.
You have an option you can make. You can dive out of the way, but that will forfeit your next turn. And diving will give him a penalty die to his attack, which will cancel out the point blank. Or you can not dive and still get your turn, but he will get a bonus die.
And then, so when he attempts to shoot me, do he just have like he has to succeed, or do I get a dodge roll, or like what's the deal?
For firearms, if it was just hand-to-hand combat, you would get a
Mhm.
dodge roll, but for guns, it's just dive out of the way, and that's the only way you can dodge.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm just a regular guy and will not survive a bullet, so I am gonna dodge out of the way, or dive out of the way.
All right. I'm going to say, yeah, we're going to make one shot with a bonus die. That's a fail. That is also a fail. So he misses. It is very close. Wait, you dove out of the way, right?
Yeah, I dove out of the way.
Okay, okay. So no bonus die. That doesn't matter. Still fails. Um but he's like got his gun out, dragging uh his comrade behind him. Uh and that's his turn. Mr. Sheerluck, you're still in this room. You watched this thing burn James Beddoes alive, and now it's looking at you. Or you think it's looking at you. There's no eyes to this thing. It seems to be sentient or something. What do you do?
I'm gonna run out the door as fast as my old self can. I'm schmoving.
You escape. All right, you're running out the door. Do you want to do anything about these thugs? They're
it-
also trying to make their escape.
Is there a thug there on the floor
Uh,
still? Or-
yes. They are unconscious and bleeding heavily on the ground, but they're appear to be shallow breaths if you look at them.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put down my cane and try to start dragging this person out.
What a hero. Give me a strength check.
Strength.
I'm not gonna say you can't do it, but it is a difficult task, and you're not making it very far with them. But you do pull them out, maybe less than 10 feet out of the doorway.
That's okay. I'm trying. I might be a proponent of self-defense, but I'm still here to help people.
Yeah, and at this point, as we get to the top of initiative again, the fire is spreading around the building. Now, all of the people in the various rooms are starting to panic and flood out. And you see the glow of this room get brighter and brighter as this thing is dragging its tentacles, leaving a trail of fire behind it. Comes through the doorway and sees this thug on the ground that Mr. Sheerluck is trying to pull out, and it will plunge its proboscis right into his chest. Let's see. Could miss. Could totally miss. We'll see. That's a miss.
That's a big number.
That is a fumble. How do I want to deal with that fumble? I don't want to have it miss and hit.
It hits the floor and like stubs its weird ass toe. It's weird ass camel toe, because that's kind of what it looks like.
Damn, this thing has a weird ass and a camel toe.
Here, I'll tell you what. So, this room is like the last door on the left of this hallway, and the fire extinguisher is like on the wall. As it like comes through the doorway and turns, it like brushes against it and it explodes behind it. As this cloud of water vapor expands into the air, you see the light dim as it takes this fire extinguisher explodes and rains fire on this creature as the light goes out and it slumps into a pile of ooze, of blackened ooze and melted flesh, as by pure accident this thing has killed itself.
You could call
Damn.
that sheer luck.
That does kind of add up.
Yeah. This monster has been extinguished entirely when this fire extinguisher blew up behind it. But we are clearly still not out of combat. We have these thugs that are trying to escape. So this brings us to Mr. Whizberry. You use your action to dive out of the way. You can stay on the ground, or you can stand up and keep pursuing these assailants.
Yeah, I'm assuming that they're leaving, so that's also a sub goal of mine. So I'll stand up and pursue.
Okay, so you're chasing them and not running away.
If you're asking me if I'd like to end combat, no, I do not want to end combat.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow you to stand up and gain some more ground on them. Do you want to keep your knife out?
Seeing how it seems to be a gun-on-gun fight right now, and I'm wondering maybe that's the way to go. So I will put the knife away and redraw my handgun.
Perfect. All right, that'll be your turn. Professor Smith, who knows what's happening with him? He's in this burning building.
He's fucked.
He's pretty fucked. James Meadows, he's dead. He's super dead.
James Deados.
Gladys, you've got the fuck out of the building. You are walking down the street. How far are you going?
I think there might at this time be fire or police call boxes.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assumption. Give me a luck check.
Okay.
We'll see if there's one nearby. Yeah,
No.
you can't. There might be one around, but you can't see one right now. You can keep looking for it. I'll let you take spot hiddens from now as like you're looking for it, but there's not one close by.
Sure.
But I mean, the fire department's going to get the hint pretty soon because there's a cloud of smoke billowing out of this building. Black smoke.
Fair enough. In that case, I will wait expectantly on the street for my friends to come out. And start yelling fire. Fire! 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 And that's me. Sorry guys.
Yeah.
Helped in combat. I haven't been much help with anything this session. My epically bad rolling is rolled over to this.
You
But I
know,
did roll well on sanity once, so
right.
I'll
You're
take it.
surviving.
Yep, I'm here. I'll be right back.
All right, Mr. Perkuffulous. What would you like to do now? We are still in combat. Um, there appears to be a shootout near the doorway of near the exterior doorway of this burning building. How would you like to proceed?
I probably with my old knees still can't catch these thug dragging his friend.
I think you can probably close the gap. You're standing up now.
Okay.
They're not that far away.
Otherwise, I would be like, is there anything nearby? Is there any just scrap, rubble, rock, something? I just pick something up to throw it at him.
Uh, give me a give me a luck check to see if there's any kind of debris laying around.
Whew.
Yeah, remarkably, it's there's no
Clean.
they just cleaned this place. It's a real shame it's about to burn down. But yeah, there's nothing really to grab. Do you have anything on your person?
Not that I can think of, not that I'm aware of. Like I want to continue to also exit the building, but also continue to pursue the thugs.
Right. I'll say
But
you can get into melee if you like. You could just punch this guy.
I mean, can I punch the
Or
guy? I
you
could try to.
can do what's called a fighting maneuver. You can try and disarm him.
Okay, that's what. Can I try to grapple the gun or something?
Yeah. Give me a fighting brawl, and I will make an
Brawl.
our hired thug. He's gonna fight back.
Okay.
Hard success.
Oh,
All right. I will roll mine. Before I roll mine, I'll give you an opportunity. If you like, you don't have to. I just want to throw it out there. You can spend luck to make that a higher degree of success.
hold on.
Let me see what.
Nah. I think that's fine. I'll
Okay.
stick with it.
Okay, we will make our oppose. That is a
Boom!
fumble.
I got the gun.
Yeah, that's what I'll say. You not only disarm him, you take the gun from him. So you got this gun, you're pointing it at this guy. And yeah, fantastic.
I'm happy
Hell
to
yeah.
disarm him. I'm good with that. Give me that. You've been causing enough problems.
Yeah. Fuck, what is he gonna do? Seeing that he has been disarmed, fuck. I think he's just gonna drop his buddy and try and split. He's gonna run. He's gonna run outside and dive into the parked car he has out front. I think that's gonna be his action. He's gonna drop his buddy, dive into the car, and that's pretty much all he can do. He can't get it started yet.
So the guy with like the arm basically blown off is at our feet.
The guy with his arm blown off is
That was the one he was dragging, right?
that's the one that Mr. Sheerluck was dragging. This is the guy that got a
Okay.
hole in
That's
like,
right.
in his chest. He had more damage done to him, but he wasn't bleeding as bad because he didn't fumble on his con save. But yeah, he's just ditching his guy. He's getting out of there. He's not going back to jail. Yeah, that's gonna be his turn. That brings us to Mr. Whizberry. What do you do?
I guess I'm gonna. Can I know a little bit more about the scene? This guy's gotten outside and jumped in his car. If I were to continue pursuing him, would there be a lot of witnesses?
Yeah, I think at this point there are quite a few witnesses. There's a crowd of individuals that were in the building that have been funneling out. There are a lot of people here that are watching
Sorry,
what's
and I'm
happening.
outside yelling fire, so that doesn't help.
Okay, I'm gonna put my gun away. I think there's still a level of plausible deniability if I don't leave this building and continue shooting. Um, I gotta look to Professor Perkuffulous. Do we want this guy?
If he can tell us anything, I would think.
Okay, let's pick him up. And I would like, I don't know how this works, but I'd like to try and help Professor Perkuffulous move this person.
Yeah, you can drag him out. The guy that the thug was dragging out.
Yeah, the unconscious thug on the ground. It sounds like we want to take him to question him. I'm gonna try and help move him.
Yeah, you guys can drag him out of this burning building, probably saving his life.
For now.
For now. But yeah, you can totally do that. Drag him out of the building, bleeding profusely, crowd of people forming outside. That'll be your turn. Gladys is outside yelling fire, assuming amongst the crowd. Mr. Perkuffulous, how would you like to spend your turn?
Yeah, definitely helping getting the body out. That way we can make that with haste.
All right, are you getting the other body too, or
Well, I thought the other body got. Well, the other body was
Wait.
about to get blown up, but got
Right.
stopped. It's probably getting consumed by the natural room fire.
I will say not. Well, actually, yeah, because it was traveling into the hallway, and everything this thing touched was lighting on fire, so that was actively spreading the fire into the hallway. So yeah, the flame, he's not in the fire yet, but the flames are like licking at his feet. You can see the rubber soles are melting from his boots.
Yeah, I say we already got the one.
All right. So you're going to get out of the building?
Yeah.
Okay, and that leaves us with that brings us to the thugs, and our one thug left alive fires up his car and slams on the gas and peels away. And that brings us out of initiative. And everyone survived.
So what's happening with me and the guy I'm dragging?
You can still drag him out. Like, he's still breathing. You were very close to
Okay.
this rapidly expanding fire, but you were able to
Okay.
I'll say you're able
Awesome.
to get this guy out faster than the fire is spreading.
I'd like to look to Mr. Perkuffulous. We gotta get off the street. If we're gonna keep him, an ambulance or something's gonna take him. We gotta dip now.
Yeah, are we already surrounded by people?
Yeah, there's a decent sized crowd around here.
Mm-hmm. We're two big burly gentlemen. Let's weekend at Bernie this guy between us over the shoulders. And we're just gonna go pretend he's okay.
Let's just put him in my car. We'll take him to the
Oh,
hospital.
do you have a car?
Right.
Is it here?
Well, oh, my car's not
We
here,
took a
is it?
cab here. We took
Shit.
a cab here. Yeah, let's
You
dip
can
into
try
an
and hail
alley or
another
something.
cab.
Sir. Sorry. I just noticed.
Can I roll to see if I see what my friends are doing?
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Give me a spot hidden. If you could see them, weekend
Okay.
at burning. If you would like to spend a single point of luck,
I'm, I'm,
you can
I'm
pass
gonna
that.
go ahead and do that. So just remove one out of my luck number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that'll make it a pass. You can see Professor Perkuffulous and Mr. Whizberry hoisting this guy with a blood spot in his chest up. They are
Just 3 men walking.
right.
In that
Yeah,
case, I'm going
yeah. His
to
shirt is
start
bleeding
hollering.
in such a way that it just looks like he's wearing a red shirt, and you can he had like a trilby on his head. They like dip it over his eyes.
I'm wearing brown pants.
Bring me my
That's
brown
awesome.
pants.
I'm gonna start yelling help, critically wounded. And try to draw as much attention to the person I drug out as possible.
Yeah, and to be honest, that is a gruesome injury. Yeah, and let's see here. Is there? Give me a. Just give me a charm. give.
Okay.
It seems kind of weird, but yeah, give me a charm to try and distract this crowd. Yeah, you are drawing attention to this guy that had his arm blown off, very shallow breaths, but still alive, but unconscious. And yeah, a crowd will start to form around this guy, and it opens up an opportunity for Mr. Whizberry and Professor Perkuffulous to kind of make it a little bit down the street. Weekend at Bernieing this guy.
Hmm.
Hell yeah.
And I will say you will be able to make it. What is your plan with this guy right now? Are you trying to?
Well, what do you think, Professor? I've got a apartment we could hide out there for a few days, maybe. What do you think?
Yeah,
We'll
we
need to
need
patch him up before we can talk to him.
probably, yeah. We're gonna need to patch him up and we're gonna need to restrain him, but we do need some place to go, so that may be a better bet.
It does look like this guy actually they both need first aid.
Hmm.
Anybody can administer it, but mechanically how it's supposed to work is if they suffer a major wound, then they need a first aid, basically uh yeah, they need a successful first aid check, or they have to make a con roll every round, and if they fail any of those con rolls, they die.
Oh, well, let's try and first aid this guy right away.
All right. Yeah, 2 people can attempt a first aid.
I mean, we're both here. Let's see if we can keep this guy.
Keep him alive.
Mm.
Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah, you shot him too bad.
Right. You can spend luck, or you can push. You can push your roll, which is you can roll again. You have to tell me what you're doing differently, but if you fail your push roll, there will be consequences. Probably death. Or you can stick with the failures. I can roll a con save and see if they're able to stick it out a little bit longer.
How much intel do you think he could give us?
Honestly, we might be better off just ditching this body.
Not getting caught up.
Look, it's gonna be hard to explain why we have a body.
He's still breathing.
Plus, if he gets out of this alive, we gotta find a way to get rid of him that doesn't loop it back on us. I mean, we can keep trying, but we gotta think about that.
I mean, if we're out of town soon enough, it would be that much harder to find.
Can we attempt again on the next round? Assuming
Sure.
he's survived?
Yeah, I'll allow for that. Let's go over to our other guy with the crowd of people. Mr. Sheerluck. What do we want to do about this guy? He really needs some first aid here.
I'm really hoping that there's someone in the crowd who is willing to step up because this is not my field of expertise.
Give me a luck check.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna say I could pretend to step up.
Yeah, there is.
I'm a lucky fellow.
There is a doctor out here. Actually, we'll say that there is a nurse here that will says I know what to do, and they will kind of apply pressure to the wound, and let's do a first aid for them. And we'll say they succeed on that. So they like rip off their shirt and makes like some makeshift like gauze and like patch up this wound for now to at least stop the bleeding. Actually, I'll say it is. He was shot just below the shoulder. They're able to make a tourniquet to cut off the blood loss.
Hell yeah.
And this person, while still in real rough shape, is stabilized. But at this point, you can hear sirens of the police and the fire department approaching as the building continues to become engulfed in flames.
I'm going to attempt to find one of my other friends. I would assume it's probably Gladys, since if they're still yelling, they'd be a fairly easy figure to find.
Yeah,
Well, I was
Gladys
gonna
is.
say when you yelled, I would definitely have heard that too. So I would have come over, but I wouldn't have been much help with first aid.
But I'm gonna pair up with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's skip over to Mr. Whizberry, who have dragged this unconscious man into a back alley.
To
Behind,
perform makeshift medical
yeah,
procedures on him.
behind a pair of dumpsters. You want to do another first aid roll?
I suppose we should. Let's give it a try.
He's still bleeding.
God. Fuck it, dude. Let's just kill him.
We're really not good at this.
I think you're.
I
good
thought
at
I
it.
was. I
Go.
thought I
Same.
was.
All right. As you were attempting to plug this hole with just garbage that you're finding in this alley behind these dumpsters, his breaths become shallow and then stop as this thug has passed on.
All right, fuck it.
No
Let's
need to
drop
get your
him in
hands
the
any
dumpster.
dirtier.
Well, our work here is done.
Let's take out the trash.
Heave ho, motherfuckers!
Yeah, heave him
Into
up
the
over into the
dumpster.
dumpster. Before I want to tear off a piece of his clothing though and just use it to like wipe up any blood that got on my hands or anything like that, and then toss that in the dumpster too, so that I don't leave this alley covered in blood.
Yeah, totally. I assume, Mr. Perkuffulous, you can do the same if you'd like.
Of course, yeah. We don't want to look like the crime scene.
Mm.
All right. You guys want to stay in the alley, or are you gonna try and integrate with the crowd outside of the burning building?
What do you think? Want to go find the others and then maybe dip?
Maybe somebody saw the car that got away.
I think the car's, I mean, maybe fuck's sakes.
Because if they saw it, that gives us something else we could look for.
Hmm. I think we might need to get out of town too. I don't know. There was a fair number of people in that building, and I just started blasting.
Well, if our goal is to take us everywhere, it looks like we are going to be getting out of town soon anyway.
Okay.
But yeah,
So you guys clean yourselves up, make it back in front of the burning building. At this point, the fire brigade pulls up, and they start attempting to fight this fire. The fire chief is starting to wave people out of the way. Move out of the way! Let us do our work. And you can meet up with Gladys and Mr. Sheerluck.
You should probably go.
Indeed. I suppose I have a place that is in a somewhat unscrupulous part of town. It's not very well kept, but it would allow us to have some time.
I want to look over those notes as well.
Let us make way to my apartment then.
Yeah, totally. I'll say that Mr. Sheerluck's apartment is not far from this neck of the woods. You didn't have a luxurious residence. It was over on the cheaper side of town. Yeah, you guys can split and make it to Mr. Sheerluck's abode.
Mr. Whizberry, I do apologize. You seem to have lost my cane in the commotion. Would you mind helping me along the walk?
Imagine.
Sorry, who are you talking to?
Mr. Whizberry.
Oh, yes. Of course. And he will offer you, I don't know, like however, an arm if you want to lean on. What
Yeah,
happened to your cane?
uh, it got lost when I was dragging the badly injured person out.
You're a good person for
And
that. I probably wouldn't have done the same.
a nurse gave him attention, so he should be stabilized.
Hmm.
We might be able to find him at a hospital later if we can figure out where he went.
Hopefully he doesn't rat on us. I wonder if we should have killed him.
That would be ratting on himself.
I guess you're right.
But I do appreciate the help. My apartment should be right around this corner.
All right.
Inside isn't a whole lot. It's fairly basic. It's it does have like a little corner that's blocked off by a curtain though. But other than that, just fairly basic furnishings. And I will offer everyone tea.
Nice. Yeah, you are able to uh, get down and get some decent rest here. No more troubles ail you in the night. Get restful sleep. Anybody that took any points of damage, you will recover 1 hit point at the end of your
Hell
rest.
yeah.
And yeah, you can study the notes that that Beddoes gave you. You have this duffel bag full of money that was given to you. You were assuming that uh, Beddoes and Professor Smith are long gone.
Does anyone have any idea about how we might get to all of these places? These seem very split and far apart.
I actually have a thought. I went to the Orient Club. Dr. Perkuffulous, you were there too. And I think it was Brett Bozeman from the lecture. They all mentioned it came up a couple of times a train line, the Orient Express. Flash the title card.
Right. Roll credits.
The Orient Express, you say? I assume it goes all over the Orient with a name like that.
Presumably, yeah, it goes straight to the Orient and no other places. I bet you a good portion of the time spent riding it is in the Orient.
Do you know where we might be able to find more information on the exact locations this might be passing through?
My first guess, and I mean this, I don't mean to be, my first guess is likely the train station. I think. I don't know a whole lot about the line itself. Dr. Perkuffulous, do you know anything? You were part of the club.
Yes, there is a few uh lines that it seems to run. There is several stops along the way. Most of these would be near some of these locations.
Yeah, you would know that the Orient Express will travel through each of these cities.
Also, and I hate to bring this up, but that was a little fucking weird.
No, what? I didn't see anything weird.
At
I mean,
first,
they threw cocktails before. This doesn't seem unlike them.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I know.
Okay, maybe it was just the moment. Maybe I don't know. Never
Trick of the
mind.
light.
Otherwise, can I make like history checks on some of the things he mentioned on like if because some of them were older, right? They were talking about different battles or things that occurred and for some of these relics. Can I like do I know anything about those encounters or what might have happened?
Yeah, I'll say you would know about like Napoleon's conquest through Venice.
Mhm.
You would know about you would know about these like historical events, but you have heard nothing of the statue of the Sedefkar simulacrum. That is,
Okay.
yeah. There's no records of that to your knowledge.
Oh, yeah, and I just wasn't sure if like the different locations that correlated to something. It was there something important going on at that time? Can I make any connection there?
Well, it appears like this artifact has been distributed like over a long period of time.
Okay.
Could I get my notebook out? And though I'm trying to, I keep saying I didn't see it. I am lying to everyone, including myself, but I would like to try my best to draw the creature in my notebook.
Yeah. Is there what kind of skill do you think that would be? That would call for?
What skill do I have?
Could be a swim check.
Swim check. Tell you what, I'll allow a writing check for this. It's more illustration, but I'll allow it. Yeah, you make a pretty good recreation of this thing. As a matter of fact, it looks a lot like this picture. That picture
Yeah.
I ripped straight from the Keeper's Handbook. A horrifying ball
You are
of
currently muted if you're trying to talk, Nikita.
I'll say to myself, what an odd creature I've just invented.
Just now, for the first time.
And then I'll put my notebook away.
Hey, Mr. Sheerluck, do you mind if I smoke in here?
You must.
Oh, there's an ashtray right there and some few extra cigars. I don't typically keep very well stocked, but
That's all right. I'm not much for cigars. Mr. Whizberry's just gonna light up a cigarette and go linger by a window.
do you take the ashtray with you?
No.
I will bring it over and like set it down somewhat forcefully right in front of you.
Yeah, you linger
Don't want
out the
another
window,
fire.
and out the window you see, as you do most mornings, there is newsboy proclaiming the news of this day. It is Sunday, but the news never stops. You would think that surely this apartment fire, another arson, would be front page news, but it's not. There's apparently something even more sensational going on. You see this newsboy handing out has like one of those boards with the straps over the shoulders that has the headline. It says, "Man disappears in cloud of smoke. Spontaneous human combustion. Link to triple murders case."
Wait a second here. I'll put my cigarette down in the ashtray. I'm gonna step out for a moment. I'll be right back. I want to go get a newspaper.
Yeah, and is this is the article you see right on the front page.
I'll bring it back inside and we can all look at this. Spontaneous human combustion linked to triple murder case. Police are today investigating the disappearance of Mr. Henry Stanley, 41, of Stoke, Newington, who was reported missing last night by his landlady, Miss Constance Atkins. She alleges that she heard a cry from Mr. Stanley's upstairs room at 8 o'clock. He did not answer to her knocking, and when she opened the door, the room was full of smoke. There was no sign of him. Mr. Stanley is not married. He is a noted train enthusiast and a member of London Train Spotters Association. His disappearance may be a case of spontaneous human combustion. Police have refused to comment on this. Similar cases have been reported in England earlier this century. The most recent known was that of Mr. J. Temple Thurston, who burned to death in his home in Dratford, Kent in 1919. It has been revealed that a model train set found on the scene had been purchased last week from the shop of Macriette. That child's toy may have caused the fire. Readers recall that 3 bodies, all identified as Mr. Macriette, were found earlier this week in a Chelsea hotel room. Police have not ruled out the possibility of a link between the 2 cases. This motherfucker owns a toy shop?
Messed up.
This Macriette guy is a real fucking problem.
You don't know the half of it.
I don't. And if I did, I'd have no sanity left.
And I think that is a good spot to end today's session
I agree.
before we get too deep into this case. If you even want to touch it, you could ignore this one if you want and just hop on the train. You do have to wait one
Yeah.
day because the train does not run on Sundays.
Mm.
But yeah, we got our first combat.
Oh yeah, that was exciting. I love the D100 system.
That
It's
is
nice.
so
so
cool.
good.
It felt very cool to blow those guys up when they opened the door. Bam, bam, bam.
I
That
was
felt
supposed to
good.
give him a chance to dive out of the way, but
Mhm.
I forgot. But I'm okay
Well,
with it.
I'm glad you
It's
didn't.
cool. It's cool to blast him.
Yeah, they kicked the door down and immediately.
It
Bang,
feels
bang.
very imminent, if that makes sense.
hmm
And I really appreciate that.
Firearms are very deadly. They are.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm
But I'm
glad I
also,
did
like,
not get shot.
I'm so happy I was able to get that guy out. Like,
Hmm
Yeah,
as
yeah.
like my character, it's just he's
These-
just he's here to help people.
These are the people that assaulted you, and they came back to pretty much finish the job, and you still saved them, and that in and of itself deserves commendation.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Mm.
I'll tell you one thing.
For
in the module, that wasn't supposed to happen. That wasn't supposed to be a combat encounter.
Mm.
ah,
It
Yeah, that was your car people.
yeah, because you punked him out, I kind of had it planned that they were going to try and ambush you again, and that kind of set off a domino effect that led to this this creature. I can let you know what it actually is now. Like, your characters don't know what the fuck that is, but like in the book, this is what's called a fire vampire.
oh,
Damn.
Sounds cool.
A vampire.
yeah, that's hella cool.
I'm worried that I've made my character so combat oriented that I'm destined to be shot in the gut.
I feel like there's gonna be no chance for me in combat without you, Mr. Whizberry. Like, genuinely, I am a frail old man who's just trying to do his best to figure out what the fuck is going on.
That's okay. I'll protect you.
Oh,
Remember
speaking
to,
of-
I get
to
shot in
mark
the gut.
off to mark off the skills that you pass unaided.
Mm.
And
I don't think I passed any new ones today.
do I get to add a firearm as I acquired that guy's?
Yeah, sure, hell yeah, yeah. Take it. You got his gun.
Ain't got no bullets.
He's got
Mr. Sheerluck, you passed a charm check. You can mark off charm.
Oh, you're right, you're right. Thank you.
Uh,
I'm gonna be such a charming old fellow. This is gonna be great.
Mr. Perkuffulous, you passed a brawl check. You can mark off.
Mhm.
I passed a luck check, but I don't think that affects anything.
No, you get to improve your luck at the end of
Yeah.
every session. As a matter of fact, everybody do a skill improvement roll for your luck. Roll your luck, try and fail it. Oh dang.
Damn.
Oh dang.
This is when the successes come in.
well, luck.
Ridiculous.
Yep.
Oh dang. Alright, nobody gets more
Wow.
luck.
No.
We'll try again next session.
Womp womp.
That's okay. My luck's still 80. I'm still a lucky bitch. Life
I still
smiles
somehow
upon me.
rolled less with a 36.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But you'll get to make that check every session. I will say, I know I brought this up, but I'll remind you again. This is a thing I'm doing for my game. You can spend all the luck you want, but you can't spend all of it. You have to leave yourself 1 point of luck.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not in a position where
This
you
makes
auto
sense.
fail luck rolls. And the way I have it in my mind, if you get down to one single luck, when I call for a luck check, instead of just getting a 1, I will say, call your shot, and you can pick any number and try and roll that number.
Oh, hell yeah.
What
Alright,
number
I'm
do
gonna
you
go
think
ahead
I
and get
should
out of
pick?
here. I'm not feeling too good.
69.
Excellent.
Right.
Have a good
Get
night.
outta
I hope you
here.
feel
Good night.
better.
About
Peace out, folks.
67.
That's the additional funny number that they have now.
Kids
keep
don't even know
going at
what
this rate.
69 means these days.
Yeah, it's not even a funny number. It's just a number. What are you gonna do though? I'll chat with you folks later. Peace out.
All right, peace out. Good
Have a
session.
good night.
See ya.
Thanks for hosting.